Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. We are so glad to have everybody joining us. My name is Sue Roskopf. I am introducing my husband, Kurt Roskopf, who is an ambassador with the Disability Channel. And Kurt, come on in here, and if you can introduce everybody to what is happening today. Over to you.
All right, thank you very much. We are always enjoying our work here at the Disability Channel as we continue to be showcasing abilities. This is all about television, by and with people with disabilities and veterans. And so our interest here is to, for sure, span across Canada and the US with our great programs. And in the work that I do as ambassador, I am also sprawling other places around the world through the Happy Neighborhood Project, Mutual Aid Network, and a lot of other great work being done worldwide. And we have some news hot off the press. It is about 9 days in development, and we have a leader involved in making it all possible. So I have been learning about stuff that's been going on in the past years, the past months, and it is something that's going to keep me rather busy for the handful of months ahead. We are excited about plans in October, and we are excited to start our works in the great continent of Africa. So this is an opportunity that I wasn't planning on, but the universe, the world, our creator, as time would have it, it's here. And we're bringing it to you right through the Disability Channel. Very, very exciting. So this is something that's going to be a film market and festival. So we are in event planning, and you know what? This is where my journey started at the Disability Channel. When I found the Disability Channel a few years ago, I was in the middle of planning Ability Fest, Global Ability Fest, and doing an everyone in online experience. And that was something that was covered right here at the Disability Channel. So we are back into this mantra of continuing our event coverage. And so we are going to be showcasing a pioneer, showcasing a founder and somebody who is in the film industry to make a difference and to unite the world of filmmaking. So Emily, take the honors. We're going to have our H&P ambassador and our TDC ambassador, Emily Gomer, continue these introductions. Take it away, Emily.
So a week ago, or 9 days ago, I guess, we met Jasper Johnson, who is over in West Africa, and he and his team are planning a Afro Film Festival and market, and excuse me. And so we spent with another person on his team yesterday, and Roskopf, part of the Happy Neighborhood Project too. So the festival is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, October 12th through 14th. And we're going to have about 700 films-ish, about that, I think. So I think we're going to have Jasper come in here and kind of tell us a little more about how we got started and all about the festival.
Hello. Very good, David.
Hello.
Tell us more about your event.
Good. Hello, good evening from Nigeria. My name is His Highness Jasper Johnson, or Chairley the 7th of Ahoma Kingdom, Rivers State, Nigeria. I'm the founder and executive chairman of the Afro International Film Market and Festival. It is an organization that is putting together content creators from Africa and the diaspora, people in the music industry, people in the arts and culture industry, bringing them together with a common goal of exporting our creativity and, of course, our talents. Yeah, this is also the coming together of the Cape Town International Filmmaker and Festival and Arise and Build Nigeria Development Initiative. And this major started in 2019, and it's been awesome since then. Although we would have had our film festival in Lagos, Nigeria in 2020, but for the pandemic. And so we're just kicking out of the pandemic. We decided that we have to visit our brothers and sisters, and of course, the global community in the US, and we chose the Atlanta, Georgia. And what we are doing there is Afro International Film Market Festival, US Africa Film Summit and Expo, where we're going to be having conversations around deepening partnership and collaborations in our global film production and, of course, distribution. Africa, you all are aware, is the most diverse continent in terms of culture and activity. And so after the success of the Black Panther, Africa content industry of great attraction to the international filmmakers. And so we have decided to bring over 5,000 filmmakers, producers, directors, cinematographers, and other professionals under our umbrella so that we can begin to build more capacity, begin to create more avenues for interaction, collaboration. And then we felt that the best way that our content can be well appreciated is when we take it out to the global community. And our first port of call is, of course, the American media and film industry. And so from 12th to 14th October 2023, we shall be meeting with our counterparts in America and every other part of the world. We are having delegates coming from Asia, Dubai, Europe, Australia, coming to have these conversations. There's going to be master classes, there's going to be workshops, there's going to be investment summit, and of course, there's going to be an award night. And worthy of note is the fact that we're going to be presenting one of our best and most excellent award, which is called the Eagles Long-Time Achievement Award. In the African mythology, the eagle stands for strength, it stands for courage, it stands for patience, and it stands for productivity and valor. So we are going to use our award to be able to appreciate our friends, our brothers and sisters who have actually done very well, who have contributed immensely to the growth and development of their communities in business, in politics, in religion, and what have you. So this event in the US is going to be a one-stop situation where all marketers, distributors, filmmakers, actors, and every other body interested in the entertainment ecosystem to be part of this event and come and be able to know more about the African film and audiovisual industry, the great potentials in this industry in Africa. The UNESCO did a report in 2021 that report says that Africa film industry has the potential to generate over $20 billion annual revenue. And unfortunately, what is being done right now is factory sum of over $5 million. So there's still a lot of gap we need to cover. And if talking about investment into the African film industry, this is the time to do it, because Africa has over 70% of youth population who have access to internet, who have access to a lot of modern technology to be able to access some of these platforms. So we are calling on all and some, we're calling on investors, we're calling on film studios, resource, and everybody associated with the film industry to be part of what we're going to be doing in October in Atlanta. It's going to be a wonderful 3-day event. We're going to be bringing live performances from Africa, original cultural dances and songs. You will see some level of acrobatic that have been seen for, and that is the original African culture and creativity being exposed and being elegantly published and broadcasted in this event. So we want to thank the organizers of this show today. It's going to be an ongoing situation, and we assure you we're going to be part of this on daily basis, on weekly basis, to ensure that we'll be able to inform and educate our audience the more about Africa. And it's about time Africans begin to tell their story themselves. So this is the opportunity we are very excited about, and we want to urge all of you to be part of this history-making event. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm so excited to be hearing more about this. I've been getting little glimpses from Kurt, and I haven't really had a chance to wrap my head around what you guys are all putting together. So this is exciting. This is going to be huge. So one question I have then, for those who will be, how do they go about this? Are they submitting film to you somehow then? To be able to be part of this, or how do you go about actually getting the participation from the filmmakers?
Sorry, please, can you repeat your question once again? I was just trying to put myself in the right place. Can you come again?
I was just wondering, so those that are submitting films to be part of this, how does that all work? How do the people go about that?
Yeah, we have our website open for submissions and registration right now. You can go to www.onefilmonemarketsummit.org. That is where you have this is where you can register and of course submit your films. We're going to be screening over 7 films in this event, original content from Africa, and of course from other part of the world, because it's not just about the Blacks. It's about coming together of the entertainment community for us to be able to evolve a more holistic approach to partnership, a more holistic approach to collaborations, because like our website speaks, is one film, one market. We need to begin to see our actors having co-production opportunities, Asia, in Australia, in America. We want to see Samuel L. Jackson playing a role here in my village. So this is the way we're going to come. If we must begin to create more harmony, more coexistence, if we begin to create more peace for the world, unity for all mankind, we need to start having some profound conversations about collaborations. And I tell you, the film and the media industry is the best way to disseminate information and make sure everybody's aware of trending issues that has to do with global harmony and peace. So we're really excited. We want to ask everybody, go to the website, www.onefilmonemarketsummit.org. Submit your film and be part of this epoch-making event.
Excellent. Actually, Kurt, I want to bring you back in as well. I know you've been starting to partner up and are looking to do some work in making this happen as well. So what role do you have in this? What are you seeing as pieces for the very near future to launch things forward to what this event is going to be for October?
Well, it's going to be a great opportunity on many fronts, because, you know, the mission of this, to help the stories that come out of Africa to be able to be portrayed through film in international filmmaking is, you know, is quite a, you know, a timely undertaking. Because, you know, if you start to look at the makeup of the world and you look at Australia, Asia, Europe, Canada, you know, North America, South America, whatever, and you look at how are we configured to do stuff together in the world, there obviously is a magnificent level of success out of Africa. But when you look at the potential, that's what I want to look at. Like, what do we believe can be done through the continent of Africa, and how well are we tapping the human resource and the contribution Africa could be making to the world, and to tighten up this relationship between continents. To me, Africa is in the center of this. You know, so some of the pains and the tensions that we feel in the world can be expedited. Like when people are all around the world talking about the world needs to heal. And I think, you know, the culture and the customs and the longtime stories, you know, Sue, you have a experience from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, USA, with the African storyteller and so on and so forth when we were on campus there. And there's just so much to enrich, you know, what's going on across 8 billion people around the world. And I see no no more effective way to help that happen and to help people understand that than the work of films. So I just see that this is something that's going to, in 5 months, just attract, thousands of people. And I think for this event, I'm envisioning that a strong connection by about 1,000 people. I go by a nickname, Special K, and the letter K can designate 1,000, can't it? If you say 1K,
1K, all right.
yeah, right. So that's what's going on for my role anyway. I want to spend 5 months to get this special community to really make this happen like the world has never seen before.
That's right.
And there's going to be stuff going on that, as much as we talk about it right now, we're not going to be able to fashion a forecast that'll resemble the incoming, what's coming down the line, because there's people that we need to meet yet. We're going to be meeting people that are going to come in and do something marvelous for this, that we won't be able to put that together until we meet the person and we can understand our combined interests. So this is an exciting journey. But I want to culminate that a little bit right now. I want to let Marianne Ambrose come in here. Because she's in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas. I want to give Marianne a chance to come in here and give her introductions, and then any reaction. Marianne, are you out there, Marianne Ambrose? Are you able to come unmuted?
Yeah, hola, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I'm actually in San Carlos, Mexico, 6 hours south of Phoenix. And yeah, thank you for having us here on the Today Show, the Disability Channel. I am the author of the Acts of Kindness series featuring 200 folk manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy and the Perfect Wave. So yeah, I lived in Hawaii for over a decade on a sailboat, and I interpreted for a deaf man for over a decade at the Unity Church of Hawaii. And through guided meditation, I asked what my next purpose was, and it was, you're going to write a series of children's books with sign language and puppets. So here we are. I have a series of them. The first book is called Underwater Acts of Kindness. It's written for the Animal Planet TV show Tank Guys in Las Vegas. And it features Noah, the hard-of-hearing whale, who's recruited by a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. So I know there's several gyras around the world, and I'm sure there's a couple around Africa too as well. So that's the first book. And the second book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, featuring Harry, the hard-of-hearing rabbit, Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Eve, the finger-spelling bumblebee. And I am currently working on the climate change book with my co-writer, Suzanne Sims, who relocated from Waikiki, Hawaii to Guadalajara, Mexico. So shift is happening for a lot of us. And we are able to work remotely and do the good work and be of service for people. Talking about service, my background is in hearing loss, and we have over 500 million people worldwide with a hearing loss now. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are, again, educational books that all USA, United States of America, classroom teachers. So there's 30,000 schools in the United States of America and 3,000 deaf-blind schools. 3 books from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. And you can go visit that website, tell a teacher it just takes 10 minutes, request a series and the puppets and post it, and someone's going to come through and fund it. And I would be available speaking. So I'm really excited because Suzanne and I are seriously going to sit down and create this climate change book, including Leon McLaughlin, who has been on our last couple of shows promoting his Clean Water Foundation. He goes into 35 countries worldwide, bringing filters to hospitals, clinics, schools. And today he's currently in Beverly Hills, California, at a real estate office fundraising for the Navajo Hopi tribe community in, I believe it's Arizona. So we're doing the good works. I sent him the flyer about this organization with Jesse here and the flyers, and he's like, wow, you're amazing. So I'd like to definitely introduce him and see what we can do to bring all of this together worldwide. And also shout out to Happy Neighborhood Projects for including some characters, actually physical characters who I met on Zoom for different characters' names or purposes. And it's just going to be a real exciting next book. And we do feature animal characters from Africa, such as the lion, the elephants. I have a play called The 5 Elements with 5 elephants in this next book with the soundtrack with Lucy. We have an ostrich named Rich, and he has a song, Rich and Radiant I Am. We have the lions, the elephants. I have a zebra. So we are bringing books worldwide and how going to, adapt to climate change. So I'm really excited again to work with Suzanne Sims. She was married to the late Colonel James Shannon over in Hawaii, who actually wrote the movie Men Who Stare at Goats with George Clooney. So we got some amazing work here to produce. And through this pandemic, I used the pandemic unemployment money to federally trademark the Acts of Kindness series with Dr. Lydia out of Orlando, and created 10 app games to go with the chapters of the book. See the chapters of the book, go to the website, actsofkindnessseries.com, learn the finger spelling alphabet with Chelsea the Courageous Sign Language Chicken, Eve the finger spelling bumblebee, Dr. Fingers the finger spelling hermit crab, and Greta Gobble on the golf course for numbers. So then you can go to Apple and play the games for free. And so it's just it's a great program here, and you kind of think of me as like your next J.K. Rowling, Dora the Explorer, and we can retell like Hello Kitty, because Walmart, Target, and Amazon, and again, all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from an organization called DonorsChoose. Check it out. Thank you so much for letting me be here, and back to you, Kurt.
All right, excellent stuff. So see how we're working over here in the US and Mexico and Canada, the North America thing, and we have our sites around the world and this Happy Neighborhood Project networking, the Happy Business Networking, the happiest place in the world for business people. Zip code HAPPY, which is a zip code that means worldwide. It's everywhere. It encompasses the 8 billion people around the globe. And that's what our work is all about. And like I say, in 2023, we are putting Africa in the center. Sue, over to you. Let's wrap this thing up.
Excellent. Well, and with TDC, with the Disability Channel Today Show, we do want to make sure to make everybody aware of the Good Friends World Tour 2023 that is coming. Budweiser's a sponsor of this, presenting this, and it is, what is this? Rock music promoting friendship, positivity, and adventure, and including some special international guests. They are going to be bringing awareness and support for Project Die Hard, and donations are being accepted to an amazing organization, and 90% of all those donations do go to the veterans programs. So there is a June 2023 launch in Cleveland, Ohio, and in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. They'll be touring the USA and Canada and coming soon to a venue near you. This is the Good Friends World Tour. There will be bands. There'll be so much happening. More information can be found online at goodfriendsworldtour.com. That's goodfriendsworldtour.com. So this is a lot of awesome events coming forward here in the near future. And to wrap us up for today, I'm going to pass this back over to you, Kurt.
All right, so make sure to check out all our social medias with the Disability Channel, and let's make sure that you're keeping up with the disabilitychannel.ca. It's .ca because it's headquartered, operated, and founded out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which, by the way, there's a lot of wonderful films that I've watched out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So a little call out to Toronto. Hey, who from Toronto is going to be at Atlanta, Georgia, October 12th through the 15th. So if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, any follow-up you want from this show, feel free to call or text me at 262-372-1SKI. That's 262-372-1754. And you can email me anytime through our fiscal agent, Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. And I do have that WhatsApp that I'm starting to use quite a bit now with our friends over there in Africa and other places. So that is +1 414-514-0186. That'll do it for today. Tune into our next show. It's bound to be another good one. This good stuff keeps on rolling in. So that'll do it for today from the Disability Channel. Again, I'm Kurt Roskopf, here with Sue Roskopf, here with Emily Gulmer, with Jasper Johnson and Marianne Waikiki. Marianne,
Thank you.
in Mexico. Bye, everybody. Catch us next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Recording stopped.
Awesome. And, oh, he hopped off. I thought he was going to stick around. I just hit the button there. That's all right. So this next episode here, then let me stop my button here. Give me 1 second to just grab a quick swig and oh, actually, there he's popping back in. As we'll get another episode started here in just one moment. I actually have to step away for a moment though to get a power cord for my computer. I thought I was going to be okay, and my battery's dying faster than I anticipated. So can we get things started like we did for the last show? And I'll introduce you, Kurt. You can pass it back over to Emily. And Jasper, are you able to stay with us for another 22-minute show here? What's your timeline? Well, actually, I'm not hearing anything. I wonder, should we just go ahead and get started with Marianne on this next episode then? What do you guys, we should get this next one going so we can start our World of Ability at the top of the hour on time.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You ready to go? Okay. So, here, let me pop.
I just got pistachio ice cream, Sue. It's so hot here.
Oh, that sounds awesome. All right. So I'll go ahead and get us started again. And I've been just doing the part about the world tour at the end. Should I go ahead and start with it, or does it not matter to you guys? Kurt, does it matter to the group?
No, wherever you're comfortable to get everything in. You know, you got 22 minutes to do what we're going to do, so take it away.
All right, I think doing it at the end does seem to make the most sense. So once we are at 1:55 our time, which is like 19-ish minutes from now, I'll go ahead and get this in near the end there. So I will get things, I'll just introduce you, Kurt. You can do an intro, and then Emily, are you there? Do you want to introduce Marianne?
I can do that.
Good, okay. All right, if you want to get the recording going, I am going to the other screen to get the YouTube.
Recording in progress.
Yes, YouTube. YouTube started. Oh my gosh. Lots of moving parts, so sorry. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go live. Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. We are thrilled to be here, and I am Sue Roskopf, and I am introducing you this episode here to my wonderful husband, Kurt Roskopf, who is an ambassador with the Disability Channel. I'm thrilled to be able to pass that over to you. So over to you, Kurt.
All right, thank you, Sue. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. We are looking forward to this episode. We're having a couple individuals here doing great work in the world and really building out our international dynamic here at the Disability Channel. Again, the Disability Channel on the mission of continuous production of TV by and with people with disabilities and veterans. And in that, we are all the time showcasing abilities. So we are nonetheless in the show business, we're in the media space, and we are here to spread messages around the world on the World Wide Web and this live streaming app with YouTube and syndicating it out to our partners like Lawrence Wingate Studios. We have Marianne Waikiki here who likes to refer to him, but you know, our capacities for the film industry are growing. In the last 9 days, we have onboarded Afro International Film Market and Festival, an event October 12th through the 14th. So we have connected here Jasper Johnson. But we're going to get started with Marianne Waikiki, and with her being in Mexico, truly, she likes also the nickname Mariana de Mexico. So for that, we're going to pass it over to Emily. Emily, take it away and give us fair introductions of Marianne, aka Mariana.
Hey everybody, we met Marianne through the Happy Neighborhood Project. She is an author and has a book series with puppets. And so Marianne, I'm going to pass it over to you to say a little more about what you do.
Well, hola and gracias for the Disability Channel and having us here in Happy Neighborhood Projects and Lawrence Wingate Studios. So, yes, I am Marianne Ambrose. I go by Marianne of Waikiki. I'm the author of the Acts of Kindness series featuring 200 folk Manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy and The Perfect Way. So classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of my books from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. Now, there's over 30,000 schools in the United States, as well as 3,000 deafblind schools. So all the teacher has to do is take 10 minutes to go on DonorsChoose.org, request the books from Amazon, request the books from Folk Manus on Amazon, and post it, and someone will come through and fund it. So it's so easy, and everybody wins. And through the pandemic, I used that pandemic unemployment assistance to readily trademark the Acts of Kindness series with Dr. Liddy out of Orlando. And I created online courses with fingerspelling alphabet with the characters on Apple. So you can visit Apple App Games also. You can visit the website, actsofkindnessseries.com, and you can see the products. Your numbers with the golf balls, and Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, and a finger spelling game of learning the sea creatures in my first book called Underwater Act of Kindness. That first book is written for the Animal Planet TV show Tank, where they build museums in Las Vegas. And it features Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who tackles the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. He's recruited by a general of the New Earth Army. So we want to highlight all the military moms and dads that are coming back from service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are great educational books of what's really happening in our world. The second book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, featuring Chelsea, the courageous sign language chin, Harry, the harding rabbit, and Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. And the we have a Pono, the Hawaiian Polo Pony, which actually polo season is starting in Hawaii. So we want to make sure people can get the books out there as well on the polo field. And I'm in Mexico. My co-writer Suzanne Sims relocated from Waikiki to Guadalajara, and I'm in San Carlos, Mexico. And we're going to be starting writing the climate change book, featuring another 50 folk Mammoth puppets. So I'm really excited. I just got a laptop here. I got my phone replaced after the hurricane. We were in Hurricane K over here on the sailboat in September. So getting the office kind of set up here, and the temperature is going to be 85 today. So we get up early, do our walking. I volunteered at the thrift store, the Roskopf thrift store down the road here. They have several people volunteering and nurses that I met here, American nurses. And all the money goes towards the EMT ambulance services salaries. So we donated a bunch of items there today. And I'm also volunteering at the Castaway Kids to do the displays. So again, all the sales of the store products actually benefit the community, such as the children's music department. So it's a beautiful community. The weather's picking up, and it's going to be a great summer here. And you know, it's just May. We're going to be rolling into May. And speaking of May is Better Speech and Hearing Month. So we're looking for guest speakers to come on and talk about speech language pathology, audiology, and it will be a great, exciting month. And May 1st is May Day, Lay Day in Hawaii. So again, you want to get a copy of the book Rabbit Acts of Kindness, where Auntie Renee gives Harry the hard-of-hearing rabbit a plumeria lay. So they're great stories. Again, you can visit the website. You can go to Apple and meet the characters and test your skills. All different games here. And it's just going to be great fun to reconnect with Suzanne. I got my laptop here. I can't wait to just start typing away with all these character descriptions that I've been getting ideas for. And I have been on the Mel Robbins three-day workshop, and I got a lot of creative ideas how to really develop these characters. And looking forward to taking a online coaching program with her as well, who could possibly help us bring these Acts of Kindness series books worldwide. So we're also including happy neighborhood projects. I got several characters of people who I've met who have given me ideas for this climate change book. So it's exciting to see the thought to action that's happening. And, you know, I work with the Fiverr team over in Pakistan, and they've been working, you know, nonstop. So I appreciate all of them working on it. And the idea is to bring them into animation movies. And Leon McLaughlin is another partner that's going to be in the book. He's the Clean Water Foundation. Now, Leon's been on the show the past couple of weeks, and he is currently in Beverly Hills, California today at a real estate office fundraising for the Clean Water Foundation to bring filters to worldwide 35 countries and filters to schools and clinics. And he's focusing on the Navajo Hopi tribe community. So we are going to definitely put him in this next book. And it's just going to be real exciting. And we do have characters from Africa in there all coming together, talking about what we can do to be of service for this climate change and all adapt to it with this ever-changing worldwide, weather conditions that are happening. So I'm grateful. It's 85 today. Got in an early walk and swimming in the pool, and getting organized on the laptop to meet with Suzanne in the next coming week. So it's working out well here. So back to you guys. Thank you so much for letting me be here. We'll keep you updated with Leon, and we'll find out what's going on with him and his fundraiser today.
Excellent. Thank you so much for all the updates. I brought up on my screen so I could share a little bit one of your apps that you have available where you can learn sign language. You're actually learning the letters of the alphabet on here. And you were mentioning that May Day, Lay Day. I love that at the end of when you finish a screen and you actually got all the letters in place, that's what is part of the reward at the end. So give me one second. I have one more item to click here, and you can see that the cute little bumblebee is getting a lei from the monarch butterfly. I just think this is the cutest app, and it's a super easy way to get to know all the different letters of the alphabet in sign language. So it's a very fun thing to do, and it's a free app. So like you said, it's super easy to download, and a lot of times, if your kids are playing around on their phone anyway, right? Why not give them an app to use where they can actually learn something that's actually very useful to know all the letters of the alphabet. So I wanted to share that because I am impressed with it. I think it's very fun. So thanks for taking the time to create that, being in the back of that happening. So now, let's see, Kurt, I'm gonna actually bring you back in. If you want to just give us a brief highlight here. I know recently I just had an episode where we talked a bit about this film, the film event that is going to be taking place in October. I wonder if you can just hit the highlights of what that event is so we can keep the promotion going on that and make sure everybody's aware of that big fun deal that's coming forward down the pipe. So over to you, Kurt.
All right, so we have the Afro International Film Market and Festival is happening Thursday through Saturday, October 12th through the 14th. And we are set up at the Auburn Avenue Research Library in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. And so we have that open to the public. It's a free screening experience, and everything else will end up being set up for in there, open to the public. It's all free for that part. And we are working things out for our second venue that we'll be able to hopefully announce in the short term here in May. So we are spending the next 5 months calling around the world for all of our film enthusiasts, all of our filmmakers, our screenwriters, our actors, and so on and so forth. So a lot of connecting is going to be happening in the months ahead, and we are doing Film Fridays right here at the Disability Channel. Our hosting group here of the TDC Today Show USA, we are hosting on Zoom with Ability Now. Come on Zoom, join Zoom meeting with Ability Now is the personal link name, and that is available every Friday, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. Every for an hour, we'll be doing a little bit of a review and just kind of being hospitable to everybody that connects. And so we're going to be doing all sorts of creative things to mix things up a little bit and kind of get away from business as usual here at the Disability Channel and do all sorts of great stuff, captivate all sorts of people around many nations around the world to really amplify our consumption of all this great programming here at the Disability Channel. So I also want to give a great shout out to a friend that just joined us, Ralph Dana. I'm looking forward to an event that's going to be taking place on Armed Forces Day. That's going to be May 20th. And so Ralph there is kind of taking a month to just kind of stay from the razors and stay away from haircuts. And he's going to let the hair grow out, be frizzy and free, and just kind of get that long hair going. And then it's going to make a real dramatic event for the Veterans Ranch. It's going to be right at the World of Ability podcast. And Ralph might be doing cursor appearances here at the TDC Today Show USA to really build it up, really get a following. And it's to encourage people to donate to the Veterans Ranch. So that donation button is available as it always has been. Right there, donate now. The veteransranch.org. So we're taking a month to just really make that shout out to the Veterans Ranch, the great work, including our friend JR, doing a lot of the heavy lifting, with the Veterans Ranch, and literally heavy lifting. When you're running a ranch and taking care of horses, that's kind of all part of the territory. And it looks like we have our friend Barbara Weinstein is coming in here on her mobile device, and she seems to be out and about, all part of her shenanigans.
Oh.
So what's going on, Barbara?
Hi, so I'm at Pine Key. It is the Pine Key Deer right by Key West, and it's a spiritual retreat. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm supposed to be jumping on a float right now. It's a 6-person float with a jacuzzi in the middle of it. So I wanted you to know, and I'll tell you the story about it next week. That's okay, because this is fun. And this comedy show, and this talent show, and I gotta catch up with everybody.
All right. Well, thanks for catching up here. So Wreck-It Ralph, what do you have to say for a moment here? Any shout outs you want to add in for the Veterans Ranch, and any more you want to give to the background of you getting a buzz cut on Armed Forces Day?
Our veterans deserve more than what our country does for them. I come from a family of veterans, from my father, brothers, and my son, and some uncles. But our veterans are forgotten. They give their all, and when they come back, they have to fight for what they get, and it was promised to them, and they shouldn't have to pay for anything. And JR and the Veterans Ranch sees to it that they don't pay for anything there. And I think it's a great cause, and I'm more than happy to. I wish I could do more.
Well, what you're doing is amazing. I am excited for the big event coming up on Armed Forces Day. I believe May 20th, if I have the date correct. Yes. And that's something that we're excited for. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and we appreciate what you're all doing for that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Marianne for being here and giving us updates here on what you've all got going in the works, because you guys, there's so many fun things happening. It's great to be able to highlight them here. One more thing I would like to highlight briefly is with the Today Show, Budweiser presents the Good Friends World Tour 2023. Want to make sure everybody's aware of what is coming later this year. So they are starting their journey with millions of people worldwide through performance, radio, TV, social media. All this media is proudly sponsored by the Disability Channel and their valued partners. They are also honored and privileged to bring awareness to this and support for Project Die Hard. They are also working with veterans and an amazing veterans program. And 90% of donations will be going to them. So they do have a June 2023 launch in both Cleveland, Ohio, and in Toronto, Canada. They're going to be touring through USA and Canada and coming soon to a venue near you. This is the Good Friends World Tour. More information can be found at goodfriendsworldtour.com. Again, that was goodfriendsworldtour.com. So we're excited for that, and for that film festival coming up in October. Ahead of that, though, we got Ralph joining us again on May 20th. And actually here to wrap up this edition of the TDC Today Show USA, I'm going to pass this back to Kurt.
All right. So again, we always put those friendly reminders to check out the website, the disabilitychannel.ca, CA because we're founded, headquartered, and operated out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And on there, you can make sure that you're subscribing, Ralph and Marianne. Make sure everybody around here, well, and Emily, I don't even know if you're subscribing. Sue is subscribing. We have to take a roll call. Is everybody subscribing to the newsletter put out by the Disability Channel? Because there's going to be news coming through the Disability Channel. Mark my words on that one. And feel free to give me a call or text me at 262-3721-SKI. That's 262-372-1754. And feel free to email me anytime through our fiscal agent, Kurt at projectdiehard.org. And make sure to catch all of our social medias. Follow the YouTube channel of the Disability Channel, and all of the Instagram posts that we're putting out there help us to really build up this audience, because hey, it is very worthwhile having this television production, buy-in with people with disabilities and veterans, and really get out there and help support us in this work. We want to replicate having studios all around the world that are in this mantra that people with disabilities and veterans are definitely a part of what we do. Again, I'm Kurt Roskopf, your ambassador with the Disability, here with Sue Roskopf, Emily Gomer, Ralph Dana, Marianne of Waikiki, Mariana de Mexico. We're the crew for you. Tune in next time. Bye for now.
Recording stopped.
Awesome. And just going to take a moment here to gather up again, and we'll be starting the World of Ability in about 2 minutes. I see we've got a couple more friends that are joining us here too. So Bella and Allison, glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Awesome. All right. So I'm just going to read everything, get everybody kind of in the background for a moment here. I'm taking all the spotlights out. And give me a moment to do a bit of logistics here.
Just leave.
All right, and between